It's been another up and down week for SoFi stock, and the share price is down another 2%, meaning that SoFi stock is now down 33% year to date. But with earnings coming later this month, is SoFi Technologies a millionaire maker stock? Now, it's been very quiet for the past few weeks, and a lot of people who were extremely bullish on this stock seem to have gone quiet recently. So what the hell is going on at SoFi, and should we be worried? In this video, I will explore this and why I think that SoFi stock is still a golden opportunity. Now, there's a lot to get through in this video, so I will try and keep this intro short. But if you find any value in this, can I ask you to smash the like button? It literally costs nothing, but it helps me out so much. I'm aiming to get 500 likes on this video. Help me hit that goal. Subscribe to the channel if you're new and hit the bell notification so you don't miss out on any new content like this. I want to point out that I'm not a financial advisor and this is not financial advice, so always do your own due diligence and try to answer the question later in this video. But for now, let's get straight into it. First of all, what is SoFi and how is SoFi actually different from normal commercial banks? So SoFi is a fintech that offers a range of lending and wealth management services. The company primarily caters to early stage professionals and offers variable and fixed rate, parent, personal, and MBA loans, mortgage refinancing, and more. They create modern financial products and services that help people borrow, save, spend, invest, and protect their money better so they can achieve financial independence and realize their ambitions, which could be owning a home or saving for retirement, paying off their student debt, and much more. So SoFi is a fintech company that is positioning itself as a one-stop shop for all your personal finances. Now, I see so many people commenting on SoFi, calling the company a startup and treating this like a company that was just founded. But SoFi was founded more than a decade ago in 2011, and a lot of people seem to be thinking that this company has only really existed since going public less than 4 years ago. But the fact is that this company was a decade old before it was listed on Nasdaq. It's still a growth company with huge potential and still at the very early stages and where you consider digital banking is at the moment. But this is not a risky startup that is only in its very, very beginning. This is well established. And fintech is one of the most promising megatrends which will disrupt the way we go about obtaining financial services. So considering the promising fintech industry's prospects, together with SoFi's strong execution, I think that the company is poised to become a notable player in the evolving banking industry. SoFi stock is considered by many as a strong buy because the stock looks deeply undervalued from the forward PE perspective and when compared with other fintech companies. So as I said a moment ago, if you've not been following the company over the past few months, you might think that the stock is dropping because the business is doing badly, but this is not the case. So first of all, SoFi stock is down 33% year to date, and the majority of analysts have been very bearish on the stock in 2024. But one of the best sayings that I have ever heard is from Warren Buffett, who said, "Be fearful when there is greed and be greedy when there is fear." So with the stock deep in the red and analysts being fearful, is SoFi stock a once-in-a-generation investment opportunity while the price is this low? SoFi has not benefited from the market's bull run, and the shares currently trade about 75% off their peak from February 21. But is SoFi now a huge opportunity while it trades at only $6.50? So let's just think about the growth of SoFi over the past few years. The big money banks like JP Morgan Chase and Bank of America have physical branches across the country in the traditional banking method. But this is the digital age. SoFi has adopted a new business model of being an online-only bank. Consequently, SoFi is automatically able to target a nationwide pool of potential customers because it isn't confined by a specific geography. And this is a strategy that has paid off big time so far, with huge revenue growth from $78 million in the first quarter of 2020 to $645 million in the first quarter of 2024. The customer base has also expanded rapidly and now sits at 8.1 million. But it's not just the growth that's impressive. Customers also very clearly trust SoFi as a safe place for their savings. When the regional banking crisis hit in early 2023, SoFi actually benefited from this. As of March 31st, the business has $21.6 billion in deposits, which was up threefold from $7.3 billion at the end of 2022. Proving that customers trusted SoFi far more than regional banks. But by comparing SoFi to the likes of a JP Morgan, we can see just how big the opportunity and scope for growth really is. JP Morgan is the largest bank in the US with 1.1 trillion in deposits in the consumer and community banking segment. SoFi's 21 billion is less than 2% of this, so the scope for growth and expansion is massive. But one of the things that seems to be turning the most bullish of commentators off SoFi recently is the fact that everyone seems to be saying the same thing. That SoFi stock is undervalued, but it will be 2026 before the stock price sees any real growth. But I disagree with this. Looking at TradingView, we can see that SoFi stock has dropped to its 52-week low last month and has been trading sideways since then. The last time we were here was back in November 2023, when SoFi went on a huge rally from 640 up to 1170. Now, I'm not saying this is going to happen again, but I do see a nice little reversal coming in the next few weeks. As I said before, and I'll say it again, I really don't expect this stock to stay this low for long. There is a huge long-term descending wedge forming, and I feel that everything is pointing towards a nice little reversal, and I do expect this very soon. Earnings are due in the next few weeks, and leading into the last earnings report, there was a huge optimism around the stock. And despite SoFi beating analyst expectations, investors had set unrealistic expectations, so the stock plummeted after earnings. But I believe that this month will be very different. Analysts have actually dropped their estimates back to just break even for Q2. And everyone has become bearish, and the stock price has dropped. But what do you think will happen to SoFi stock over the next 3 weeks? Do you think that the stock will rally heading into earnings, or will SoFi stock stay flat? Drop a comment below. And remember to like this video and subscribe to the channel if you're new. Let me know if you want to see a full earnings preview next week, where I will analyze what is most likely to happen and give my prediction of what SoFi will report at the end of the month. Once I get 500 likes on this video, I will start making that video and we can take advantage of the short-term opportunity that exists here right now. Of course, a long-term opportunity also exists here in the form of the company valuation, since dropping to the current low price. There's an opportunity here for long-term investors. The current price-to-sales ratio of 2.8 represents a discount to the historical average multiple of 4.1. That valuation looks even more compelling when you look a few years out, while also considering the price-to-earnings ratio. SoFi's current price of $6.50 is less than 10 times management's 2026 EPS outlook of 68 cents. And if the bottom line continues its upward trajectory throughout the rest of this decade, investors are positioned well to achieve strong returns. And then there is the fact that the CEO keeps buying up more and more stock as the price drops, which suggests to me that the stock is very much undervalued right now. Like, why else would Anthony Noto, the man who knows more about this company than anyone else, keep buying stock? And Cathie Wood's ARK Invest have also massively increased their SoFi position too in 2024, from less than 2 million shares at the end of 2023 up to over 14 million shares right now. There was also the fact that the analyst consensus price target for SoFi stock is $9.32, which includes a high forecast of 14 and a low forecast of just 3. That low forecast was set by Wedbush back at the end of April when the company released its last earnings report, but the most recent rating was set just this month when Needham have rated SoFi stock as a buy and reiterated their $10 price target. So what do you think about this? Are you bullish on SoFi stock, or have you let the bearish sentiment affect how you think about SoFi? As always, there's a lot of talk on social media right now about SoFi, but always do your own due diligence. Remember that I'm not a financial advisor and this is not financial advice, but if you enjoyed this analysis, then please like and subscribe. I hope you make a load of money on this stock. Follow me on Twitter and I'll catch you in the next video.